Up next, how to take care of your skin type right here on At Your Best, Fashion and Beauty Simplified. Welcome to another episode of At Your Best, Fashion and Beauty Simplified. Today we're going to focus on beauty and skincare. Just a quick mention, all these fabulous products are distributed by Brighton and Miners Limited. Remember, you can find them in supermarkets and pharmacies nationwide. Now, I have an expert with me today because I don't know the information. So I've got someone with the right information to help you take care of your problematic skin. Now, if you've got oily skin, dry skin, sensitive skin, this is the lady who you should listen to today. I have with me Christine Shah. She is a massage therapist and also a skin care specialist. Christine, thanks so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me, Lexan.
Thank you.
It would be my pleasure to impart whatever little knowledge I have that will help the folks out there.
Yes. Now, listen, women are constantly bombarded with products and a lot of information they're not bombarded with. They're wondering, okay, what skin type do I have? How do I take care of my specific skin type? Can you tell us a little bit about the types of skin types and maybe what we can select from this lovely collection here to assist them with their skin?
Well, so our skin types fall basically into three categories. We have dry skin, we have combination skin, we have oily skin. The thing is the way that we treat it that makes a difference. And most of us just treat the different kind of skins the wrong way. But first, we must be able to identify what type of skin do we have, because everybody is different. And it's easy. Basically, you pass your hand, you observe your skin. You pass your hand in your skin or a tissue, and if your skin is greasy or if it's constantly shining or you constantly feel, or like if you're oily, then that's oily skin.
Yep.
And oily skin would be pimple skin, it would be problem skin. But again, we can control it by how we take care of it.
Yes.
Now, when you have dry skin, you pass your hand again on your face and you feel it rough and dry and flaky, and you see little patches coming off here and there when you scrape it with your fingernail. That means you have dry skin. And what basically is happening there is that your body is holding on because there's not enough oil in the skin. Your body is holding on to the dead skin because our skin exfoliates.
Right.
And the skin on top of our skin dies, the cells dies and is renewed every day because of all the pollution in the atmosphere.
Right.
So our skin is constantly producing new cells.
Yeah.
But if the cells on top die off and they're not falling off, then we'll have a buildup of dry cells, of these dead skin just hanging around, and your complexion look gray and dull. That's dry skin.
And dry skin tends to age a bit quicker, obviously, because of the lack of moisture.
Yes. Dry skin age a lot quicker than oily skin and combination skin, which is a plus for combination skin and oily skin.
I know.
And
what would be great products to use for dry skin, Christine? Sorry.
The best products to use for dry skin, when you're using a cleanser, you exfoliate. But then again, it doesn't matter that you have dry skin. You don't want to over exfoliate, because over exfoliation could damage the skin as well. So regardless of what skin type you have, you try to exfoliate your skin once a week. And they have and there's such a wide variety of products out there now, especially in these days. But what people have to do is to take a couple minutes and stand up and read. Know what skin type you have, stand up and read the products, and then you buy products for your skin type. So for dry skin, we always use cream cleansers because we want to keep nourishing the skin. So we want to keep putting moisture into the skin. So you use a cream cleanser for dry skin. You use a light, always moisturized. You use a light moisturizer in the day and a heavy, rich moisturizer at night. And we have such a variety of skincare products. As I say, just go try everything. Don't try. If you buy one set this time, when that is finished, try another brand. Because basically skincare is a searching process. We're shuffling through the variety of stuff.
Your skin kind of gets the
yes,
you
and
know,
then your skin get you. It's like your
gets
skin
used
get
to-
used to
right.
one product.
Yeah.
So what I do for me personally, I have several. I try several brands.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out, I try. If something doesn't agree with me, then of course
Then
you don't
you
buy
move
it
on to the
again.
next.
All right, but you always use a cream cleanser, exfoliate
Right.
once a week, and use a moisturizer.
Fantastic.
When we get to combination skin, which combination skin you would be oily around the nose, dry on the cheeks, oily on the forehead, because basically this is where more of our sweat glands are.
Yeah.
So the cheeks would be dry and flaky. But for combination skin, it's kind of a simpler than dry and oily. Because basically, just keep the skin clean, use a light moisturizer, and you could use either a gel cleanser and a cream cleanser. You could use a gel cleanser for the day and a cream cleanser for the night, because a gel cleanser would give you more of a little stripping effect, so it would dry up the oil for the day when we're out there running around and sweating.
Right.
And at night, we use a cream cleanser, because then we want to nourish the skin and moisturize it before we go to bed.
Fantastic.
And that is the problem with skincare. A lot of people in the Caribbean don't even use, because they feel
They think
we
it's
live in the
hot
Caribbean,
and-
it's
yeah.
hot. We don't use moisturizers.
Yeah.
Moisturizers are important because our skin actually repairs itself at night.
Yeah.
That is when our total body actually repairs itself
True.
when we're sleeping. So you want to give it the nutrients to work with. You don't want to have the body to dig in there and produce all that, giving it more stress.
And a lot of these great products here actually have a lot of
A
nutrients
lot
these
of
days.
nutrients, exactly. As I
Loaded
say,
with
you just
nutrients.
know your skin type, you read the products, and you use different products for different age,
Yes,
you know? So, because as we get older, our skin changes.
Oh, yeah.
So you kind of figure it out, you read, like if women in 40 plus, you would use more Youth
Great,
Code.
yes.
And you could use Gainia, because all these companies have great products for every age.
What about
Then-
sensitive skin?
When we get to oily skin and sensitive skin would be more, you could have a dry sensitive skin, you could have combination
That's true.
sensitive, and you could have oily sensitive skin.
Right.
It's basically base sensitive skin would more come with what your skin is allergic to,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
So these, you have to be careful with sensitive skin, but then again, you just use products and try, if my skin is not doing very well with this, then of course you discard it and try something else.
Right.
But never give up the search for skincare, because your
True.
skin is what you show the world.
Oh, yeah.
And for oily skin, which is really what we call problematic skin,
Yes.
and it doesn't have to be, it's just that we overwash our skin. Most people that have oily skin just tend to overwash their skin. And when you overwash the skin, you're stripping it of oil, and your body's trying to produce oil to maintain that pH balance.
Right.
Because the pH balance in our skin helps fight the toxins from the atmosphere and keep our skin young looking, nourish our cells. So we must have a certain amount of oil in our skin, and which is what the body produces naturally. So when you have oily skin, don't overwash.
Right.
Most people with oily skin want to exfoliate every day. You don't exfoliate
mistake.
every day, once a week. Big mistake.
Yeah.
And when you exfoliate too much, then you start to get irritated skin, you get pimples coming up because the body trying to produce the oil that you're stripping out. The pores are getting blocked because you take out what's on the top, there's oil in the pores. So you just have to maintain, and you use more gel cleansers for oily
Gel.
skin.
Uh-huh.
I try to stay away from soaps, because
Yes.
soaps kind of leaves a film on the face.
Yes.
So, but it's good if you can use have one or two different products. But I would
Or the
prefer
simple
to-
soap.
Yeah, or the simple soap is really very good. Simple is really a very
yeah.
pure kind. It's simple is very kind to the skin.
Very kind.
And anybody can use simple, whether you have dry skin, combination skin, oily skin, and sensitive skin. It's also very good for sensitive skin, because in
Right.
simple there's no irritants, you're not getting any lovely scents, you're not getting, it's just pure minerals and nothing added to that would irritate the skin.
Now, a really quick question before we wrap things up, Christine. Your neck. I mean, a lot of people, yes, we do the whole facial cleansing thing. What about your neck? I know we got to take care of the neck in terms of moisturizing, but cleansing?
The neck is part of the face. You can't have the face without the neck. And most people do facials and they cut it off here.
Right.
Your neck is the part of you that ages quickly, the part of the
True.
face, the neck, the front of the neck and behind the neck. And sunscreen. Even though we live in the Caribbean, we must use sunscreen.
Yes.
I don't care what color your skin is, whether it's brown, it's fair, it's dark, it doesn't matter. Sunscreen, all our skin is destroyed by the sun.
Yeah.
And we must use sunscreen no matter, but look for a light sunscreen. And they have sunscreen now for faces.
And everything.
That is very light.
Yes.
Or use a moisturizer. A day moisturizer always comes with an SPF. So look for something with an SPF 30. Because the sun here is so hot, I don't go lower than 30. Or you can layer your SPF.
Right.
You can put on something with a 10, then you could put on a moisturizer, you know, a sunscreen with a 15. But the problem is looking for something that would absorb easily into the skin and not sit on top of the skin and makes us drip in this weather.
Fantastic.
So when you buy products, and I don't care what products it is, test it. If you can test it, and you're looking for something that's light and feathery and silky to the touch, and you could rub it on your skin, something that will be absorbed easily into the skin, then you're good to go.
You're good to go.
You don't want to get something thick and gooey that you have to rub into the skin and work hard at doing.
Yes.
You want to get a moisturizer, and for the neck, you always
Lift up, up.
you wash the neck as well. Whatever you do to the
Yes.
face, you do to the neck.
Yes.
Even when you're exfoliating, you exfoliate the neck. And you put sunscreen from the neck, the face, even behind your neck.
Even your
especially and your ears. Most women forget the ears.
Sure.
But you put sunscreen on your face. Whatever you do to your face, you do to your ears. And I must say, people with oily skin would benefit greatly from having a facial and doing a mask. And when you have pimples, for God's sake, don't go in there and squeeze them. Because all you do is make
Get
it
an expert.
worse.
Get
somebody to do a facial and an extraction. Because we use tools to gently remove the plugs in the skin and without damaging the skin. Because when you squeeze, you leave all these dark marks, you're damaging the cells around the skin, and they take forever to go. So they actually make you look worse than look better.
All right, great. Well, Christine, this is a lot of information, and I'm sure our viewers have soaked it all up. Check your skin in front of the mirror. Make sure, listen, if you're still having a hard time, there's skincare specialists such as Christine.
What I forget to mention also, we have to drink water.
Oh, yes.
Because what comes out of us on our skin is what our body is trying to get rid of. Water, water, water. We have to keep the cells rehydrated, and water also helps the body to flush its cells of toxin.
All right, Christine, what about under the eyes? I know a lot of people complain about puffiness. There are a lot of people who have some serious problems with under eye bags and even dark circles under the eyes.
Well, Lexan, the eyes are a very, very sensitive area, and the problem with the eyes is that there are no sweat glands underneath our eyes. So what we have to do is to gently, even when you're moisturizing around the eyes, and normally the two problems we have with eyes are puffiness and dark circles.
And we got some
And
great
there we
products
have
for
some
it.
really, again, you have some wonderful products of that, for that, which again you can get from Brighton and Minus.
Yes.
But when you're applying these things, you have to use gentle, gentle strokes underneath the eyes. As a matter of fact, when you use it underneath the eyes, you always use your weakest finger, which is your ring finger, and you pat it. You don't rub it. You pat it. Just gentle little touches, and you pat the cream in, and you don't want to rub the eye, or because the skin under there is very tender, because you would pull it and it would cause it to wrinkle more.
Oh yes.
Even when we're washing the face we don't rub the face. We gently, even when we after our shower, we just pat our face and treat it gently like a baby.
You took the words right from my mouth. Christine, thanks so much for all the information. And viewers, we certainly hope that you had your pen and paper. No worries, we'll repeat the program again just for your benefit. So don't forget, all these fabulous products, the lines, can be found at supermarkets and pharmacies nationwide, of course, distributed by Brighton and Miners Limited. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on At Your Best Fashion and Beauty Simplified.